Today I bring to you day 2 of the Airthings Masters Chess Championship Tour, which is about a year, goes all the way to September, and it's a 1.5 million prize money in all of these tournaments. We have 12 players in the Airthings Open, and now it is day 2, and the highlights of day 2 is that I've chosen for you today is a draw game between Hikaru Nakamura and Wesley So. Please look out for an en passant. If you notice, there will be an en passant here, and also this follows up with the video that I made on en passants. So it'll be good to review. And you will see that the whole day was about drawing. Everybody was drawing. If you're going to draw, it might as well be with Hikaru Nakamura and Wesley So. They had a 14 move type of draw, whereas many others during the day had lots of draws, which were 40, maybe 50, some moves. So I have reduced this like a consommé and reduced this to reviewing one type of draw where we can see the beauty of chess and how we fight for the center, how we develop our pieces, and yet how we also use theory. And theory is what? What is theory? That is is opening lines moves that other people have used, usually famous people, and that people have liked and reuse. And then from those moves there are variations. And the more you memorize these moves, the more you're able to spot any tricks or traps that your opponent may have. You can either follow that or not follow it, but usually the first 10 moves or so can be part of the opening theory, or even more, depending if you're good at memorizing. But after a while, the theory goes out the door and you are in an open position, like in a ocean. Now, some openings are closed openings, some are semi-open, and some are open, meaning open is you have a line. Like an open G file or H file or B file, and that's how you can a mode of attack. So this is where you realize it's like a buffet. You have to learn all kinds of openings first. Try this one, try that one. Usually it's best to review it and then go play it and see how you go. Usually people like buffet style, have their favorite foods over time. You will develop your repertoire of moves that you like and just improve on it. As always, though, try to keep yourself fresh and know as many openings as you can as you go. Now, you cannot eat a sandwich in one bite, nor can you learn all these openings in one day. Just take it a bite at a time. And today we'll be reviewing what kind of opening and defense this is. So without further ado, here we go. Excuse me, start with e4, e5. Then you can see the knight goes towards the center pawn. The black knight responds and is protecting its pawn and also eyeing its eye on this central pawn, this square. So it's not easy to go there anymore. Now what we have is a Ruy Lopez, a Berlin defense. So the black is doing a Berlin defense, and this is what's called theory. That's what you recognize as being theory. And so they're opening with moves that they already know. And now you see that the bishop is attacking the knight. What to do here? You could have many variations. Instead of blundering, it's good for you to study these things, types of openings, so that you don't blunder as much. And by not blundering as much, you have more of a precise game, and more of a precise game, you are closer to winning. And you build your confidence. So he's not taking the knight. He with the bishop. Instead here we took the knight with the central pawn. The central pawn was taken by the knight, and then we are moving up to d4, positioning ourselves, and the knight moves back, attacking this bishop. So I guess he wants to get rid of this bishop. but now that gives him tempo to take care of this central pawn. But that's okay. He takes the bishop here, and this is the La Hermat variation. So there are these grandmasters, I'm sure, have studied this and know what's going on. And then we move to a4, attacking the knight. So what does Wesley So do? He moves the knight instead here, not worrying about the other knight, because now he is attacking this knight and also protecting this knight. So he'll go either way, but it's probably after this knight. And again, Hikaru takes this knight, knight for knight, and now Wesley So takes the knight. So they obviously they ignored Hikaru Nakamura has ignored that threat, and now we take with the queen, and now we move up. Now notice this next move. Yes, if you notice, it's an en passant move. Let me go back. This was the black's first move with the pawn all the way to the 5th file. They're shoulder to shoulder. This, and only this time can white do an en passant, and that's what they did. This was what's called an en passant. Then we go threaten queen to the queen. Do we take or do we not take? Well, white sidesteps and check. Black protects. White sidesteps and protects. And do you see how this is repetition? We are repeating. So basically, by repeating like this on the board, both parties agree to a draw. This is a 3-time repetition here in this case with queens, and voila, we have a draw. And this is a nice 14 move type of draw. It was a very drawish day for day 2. If you want to look at the other draws, go ahead, 40 moves, 50 moves, but get yourself some coffee or some nice drink there to if you want to review the others. But I just gave you the shortest one of all of day 2 at the Airthings Masters. Wesley So versus Hikaru Nakamura. Actually, GM Hikaru was white and Wesley So was black. Thank you so much, and stay tuned for day 3 review.